Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Final Fantasy X-2 Extras. This is all the stuff we're doing in New Game Plus after we have achieved 100% completion. So, last time I showed off a little bit of creature creator stuff. We caught some interesting things, we released some things, and unlocked the Aeon Cup. Alright, so off screen I did a little bit of leveling. So maybe just maybe more than a little. All my characters are in the 30s and 40s, something like that. I'm gonna show you guys how you do this. I am still at the very beginning of chapter 2. I haven't done anything yet, so other than hand the awesome sphere over to New Yevon. And I've done all my leveling through the Fiend Arena in the creature creator. So I would suggest that you do a little bit. I mean, you don't have to right now, but later on when you're fighting tournaments, you're going to have to do some leveling in here. And obviously, Fiend Arena is the fastest place to level up. But right now, you don't need to do it, but I can just show you how to do it anyways. Okay, it's pretty much the same process as how we used to do it in our first walkthrough. So when you go to enter tournament, you will discover that all the tournaments that you have unlocked and beaten are still here from the previous playthrough, so they all carried over. And so I would actually highly recommend that you leave YRP, so that's Yuna Riku Pain, at a low level. So for me, I have level 3, level 4, and level 4, so like they're very, very low. So anywhere like, I'd say under level 10 is recommended. If you go over level 10, that's fine too. Just try not to level up too high. And there's a reason for this, because in chapter 3 we're going to want to capture some creatures that will lead to another tournament that we need to unlock. And as I mentioned long time ago, once you capture a creature, its level is dependent on the average level of your 3 main characters. So that's Yuna, Riku, and Pain. If you level your main characters up too much, then the creatures you capture will have a high level, which makes them tougher to level up. And you want to make the leveling process of your creatures as easy as possible, because, as I said before, you need to level them up 4 times in order to release them. And because we're going to be capturing things to release, you can make that 4 levels a lot easier by having low average level on your 3 main characters. So I hope I made that clear. So in order to maintain a low level on your 3 main characters, obviously you just fight with creatures. So for me, I chose Chocobo, Mr. Goon, and Lulu. I mean, it's totally up to you, whatever you like. So you can just go out there, set a pod, and get whatever you wish. And as always, I do recommend small size creatures. If you want to go medium or large, it's totally up to you as well, but small just suits me the best, you know? Okay, so to level up, what I recommend you to do is, if your levels are still very low, then I recommend Standard Cup or Standard Cup Hard. Now, starting a New Game Plus does not erase your tournament progress, but it does erase all the teams that you have unlocked in the Battle Simulator. So as you can see here, I have very few things unlocked. That's because when I started the New Game Plus, all the previous teams I have unlocked were reset. So you're gonna have to go and fight them in the tournament again. So what I did was, I went back to Standard Cup Hard and I fought a couple of times. Now it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Remember, you cannot get a game over while you're inside the creature creator. But yeah, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, you will always unlock the team, any team that you fight, even if you just completely get destroyed by one of the teams. So you would basically fight the tournaments over and over again until you have unlocked a specific enemy that gives a lot of experience, or any amount of experience that you think would be good for your level. Obviously, like, I don't know all the different teams and how much experience they give, but I suggest that you just play around with them, and as you level up more and you become stronger, you can start like fighting stronger things. So at around, I'd say the level 20, mid-level 20s, you can start fighting the Cactuar Cup. And when you do fight the Cactuar Cup, yeah, just remember that you need a Cactuar in your active party. You can go ahead and unlock that triple Cactuar team again that I mentioned in our previous playthrough. So just to show you guys again, it would be this team right here, the Frelia gang, yeah. So the 3 characters in here, beating it will yield 3000 experience, and if you're using the Covenant of Growth Garment Grid on your creatures, that experience count will be doubled. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, level your creatures up a bit, I guess. Don't need to right now, as I mentioned, but always nice, right? So I mentioned last episode that I will be fighting some tournaments. I lied. We're going to be getting some garment grids in this episode. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so as I mentioned, there will be 2 garment grids associated with handing the awesome sphere over to New Yevon, and let's go ahead and get one of those right now. So at any time during chapter 2, literally any time as long as you're not at a point of no return, you can go over to what is it, Mushroom Rock Road, and do a little mission. This mission is only available if you have handed the awesome sphere over to New Yevon, so make sure you do that. If you don't, then you miss out on this garment grid. But since we already played around with the Youth League in our last playthrough, you know, New Yevon is obviously the choice we need to make. Okay, as soon as you're here, we can just head over to the red arrow. Red X. Not X. Just an arrow.
It's those sphere thieves, the Gull-Wings! Watch yourselves!
Sir!
Red alert!
What were you thinking, Lady Yuna? How could you give the sphere to Yevon? Some of the more hot-headed among us have convinced themselves that the Gull-Wings are the enemy.
You've got hasty friends.
Exactly. They are too hasty in their judgment, but I still have faith in you, Lady Yuna. I'll run to headquarters right away and ask them to call off the red alert.
Thank you, Yaibo.
Farewell!
When does he find time to breathe?
You're one to talk, Riku. Classical is still here. But we don't need to do any talking to anyone, since all the percentage is already there. Okay, so now we want to head into the Mushroom Rock Road with a unusually long loading screen. Oh, there we go. So as soon as we do, it is mission time. I mean, nothing special about this mission, just gotta fight yourself through it. And with some creatures, especially leveled up ones, they should be less than a joke. Okay, so let's just make our way to the end. Alright, so there's Lucille. No, that's Elma.
Lady Yuna, say it ain't
Elma,
so.
Elma, not Lucille.
You didn't really give the sphere to New Yevon, did you?
Sorry.
What did you go and do that for? All right, men, we stop him here.
Men? Oh.
Hey, whoa! You're gonna fight us? I am a captain, after all. Don't want to set a bad example by running away.
Well, probably better off running away. But want to fight me? Yeah, that's fine too. I mean, I need to take that ability off the goon. Assault is a double-edged sword. It kind of works in this setup, I guess. Alright. Didn't even have to press anything. And that's another thing about like battling with creatures. Yeah, they're significantly more powerful, but it's just boring. You don't select any commands. You just spam the L3 or R3 buttons and just like power your way through these battles. Really nothing to them.
It's no good. This thing's not gonna budge. I bet Yibel did this. He didn't want us to get involved in the fight.
Do you think he'll get in trouble for it?
Bet he's feeling the hurt.
Simple mission. So that's it. We're done. Kinesis badge, and we get the Shining Mirror Garment Grid. Let's add that to the list. Just a few more to go.
Buddy here. Want us to come pick you up?
What you think?
Yep,
Ready to
we're
leave?
done here. Okay, so that would actually be all we need to do here in chapter 2. We can actually move on to chapter 3 now. So if you're doing PR, go ahead and finish that up. If you're not, then we can just speed our way to chapter 3 by doing all the hotspots of chapter 2. Oh, there are no hotspots here. You have to collect those LeBlanc uniforms, right? So let's see if I can remember where they are. You can find one in Gagazet, that's the hot spring scene. One in what's it called? Jose High Road. So just go south from Jose, and you can find another one in Bicanel, the Oasis. So once you find all 3 of those uniforms, go on to Guado Salam and finish up the hotspot there, and proceed to chapter 3. Alright guys, so before we head off to chapter 3, there is a side quest that is worth doing right now. And so here we're in the Macalania Woods in chapter 2, so you can do this at any time you want during chapter 2. And if you remember what we did here, it was finding those 3 musician guys. So what you want to do is come up here and talk to this high fellow. I already talked to him, so talk to him and accept that mission. You're going to need to run around the forest and find those musicians, and after you have completed this quest, we're good to go. The reason we're doing this quest right now is if you do this quest, then in chapter 5 you will get the accessory called Key to Success, as long as you skip the Mount Gagazet mission in chapter 3. So do this right now, skip Gagazet mission in chapter 3, and in chapter 5 you will find the Key to Success, which is an amazing accessory. Alright, that's all we need to do in chapter 2, so we'll see you in chapter 3. Okay guys, we are now in chapter 3. And let's start by getting a garment grid. This will be the last garment grid we can get in the game. Everything else, oh well, technically it's the second last one, because we still need to get the one from doing PR with open air. But yeah, every other garment grid comes from creature creators. So now you may notice that as soon as you enter chapter 3, you have 3 hotspots: Besaid, Kilika, and there should be one here in Bevelle. I've already went ahead and just went to Bevelle. It's just like when you reach the gate, there's the cutscene and you're brought back to the airship. So it's like, yeah, there's no point in showing that. After you see that scene, we're gonna jump right back into Bevelle. So from here, we just finished that final mission in chapter 2 involving Bevelle Underground. Like, all we have to do right now is make our way all the way down there again to the very bottom of Bevelle Underground. And when we get there, we will get another garment grid. So I'm not gonna record me like running all the way down there. So I will just see you there. Alright guys, so we are at the end of Bevelle Underground. What is this place called anyways? Bevelle Limbo. Okay, so we are in Limbo. And at the end here, we will find these 3 kids. How the hell did they get here? I don't even want to know. Let's just talk to them.
This isn't a playground.
We're not playing. We're the Kinderguardians. We snuck in to look for spheres.
Oh god.
Ta-da!
They gotta stop doing that.
During the confusion?
Uh-huh.
There are fiends here, you know.
Fiends? The Kinderguardians laugh in the face of fiends. Ha ha!
They might eat you.
Well, I am not scared.
How did they get past all the random encounters? They must have some charm bangles.
Hey, Lady Yuna, what is this place? I tried asking some of the New Yevon people, but they just ignored me.
Well, I don't think many of them know about this place either.
They wouldn't tell you even if they did.
What's that? Nothing, just Gullwings talk. I wonder if the Youth League knows. They probably know less than New Yevon. Then maybe I should tell them about this place.
Okay, so when you're given an option, make sure you select go for it.
Okay, we will. Kindergartians, move out. Oh, you guys take this.
And there we go. Blood of the Beast Garment Grid.
Wait till they hear this. Well, we got some grown-ups to surprise.
Okay, so we're done here. Might as well quickly check this out. Blood of the Beast. And we might as well check out what we got last time too. Shining Mirror. Piercing Magic, use Reflect. Yeah, so if you use some magic while you have this Garment Grid equipped, you won't be affected by Reflect, and you can use Reflect. And where is that Blood of the Beast? There it is. Use Instinct abilities. Those are skills from Berserker. And if you pass through all 4 gates, you get some strength and weight down. Okay. So we're at 61 out of 64 Garment Grids. Just 3 more to go. Yeah. As I mentioned, 1 from PR. And 2 more from Creature Creator. We can work on those Creature Creator ones right now. So let's just hop back to the airship. Alrighty, talk to Shinra and let's go. So off screen I did a little bit of grinding and I'll show you what I did. So if we come into Trap Creature here, as you can see, I have a lot of these green pods. These green pods are medium pods, and for the next little part, we will be needing at least 4, I believe it was. But I got more because, you know, it doesn't hurt to get more. And we're going to be capturing a bunch of fiends that will lead to unlocking a new tournament inside the Fiend Arena. So might as well just get on that right now. And the first thing we want to do, first of all, you have to make sure that you're in at least Chapter 3. Chapter 3 or later, it doesn't matter, but you need to have hit at least Chapter 3. So first thing we want to do is go into Kilika and place a medium pod. And this is the reason I got more than 4, right? Because I might not get what I want on the first try. So I got a Queen Curl. I still don't know how to pronounce that. You know, to save me some trouble, I am going to just recruit it. This makes sure that I don't get it again, and I can just set another pod, and now the chances of my getting whatever I want has been increased. Try this again, medium pod and Kilika. There we go, that's what I want. It's a fiend called Deva. I think that's how you would pronounce it, D-A-E-V-A, and this is what we're after, so let's take it. Oops. Go back to the Creature Creator menu. So when we go into creature history here, you will see your Deva, and the same drill as all the other stuff. You would need to level it up at least 4 times before you can release it, and we do need to release it in order to get on to the next portion of what we need to do. So pretty sure that I've already shown you guys how to level up fiends. Basically, well, I can just show you again, I guess. I mean, right now it's pretty easy. We already have something that can level up our creatures. So put whatever you want to level up into your setup. Active party, equip the Covenant of Growth Garment Grid. If you don't have it, it's fine. Like, I mean, Covenant of Growth is good because it doubles experience, right? For all creatures. And what I like to do is I like to put a Crystal Bangle or 2 onto a fiend that I'm leveling up so that it gets more HP, doesn't die as easily. And because I have a level 50 Chocobo on my team, I can fight something a bit stronger to level up a bit more. So I'm just going to go all the way and just fight, it doesn't matter, just fight this double Cactuar team. And yeah, we should go down pretty quickly, there we go. Oh, he lived. He's dead. So that should get... Oh, wow, I got him a lot of levels. Alright, that should be good enough. And once we level it up at least 4 times, go back to the creature history. Check them out, and you guys can like you see there's how these story levels here. You can read it if you want. I mean, it's nothing exciting. Yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense really. And then we can release it once we're ready. Okay, this is just another cutscene, so you guys can watch it on your own. I'm just gonna skip over this right now and move on with what we're doing. So, yeah. Okay, you may have noticed in that cutscene, our Deva actually transformed into the fiend called Akamana, and now we're gonna need to work on him again, as in level him up at least 4 times. And actually, you're gonna need to do this twice more. By this I mean you take your guy. I don't even need that double experience thing because I think I get enough experience simply by just killing those cactuars. So what's gonna happen now is you're gonna go back and level this Akamana 4 times, and when you release it, it's going to be replaced by something else. And do that same thing, and you're just gonna keep on doing that until you get a cutscene where this thing just completely goes away. And when it goes away, I'll be back and I'll show you guys how to continue on from there. Okay guys, we have released that thing maybe like 2 or 3 more times, and its final stage was called Jahi. It was like this floating face, and once we release it, it's gone and we can continue on. So let's go back to Trap Creature. The next step would be to go to Jose Temple and lay down another medium pod. And yeah, at first we might not get what we want, so take whatever or don't take it, it doesn't matter. I'm just taking it right now to raise the chances. But we'll get it eventually. Medium pods on Jose Temple. There we go. And the fiend we're looking for is called Tomb. So let's take it and go back to the menu. Alright guys, same deal. Level up the Tomb 4 times. Release it, watch the cutscene, and I'll be back. Okay guys, after we have released our Tomb, we are good to go and we're done for now. So the next step involves something we can only do starting from chapter 5, so we can't really start doing it right now. But what we can do is, off screen I did a little bit of more grinding and I beat the Grand Cup hard a couple more times, and you can see right down here it says tournament wins 6. And that's the exact number of wins you need to unlock this tournament right here, Youth League Tournament. Youth League Tournament is actually pretty tough. You have to fight like Nuge, Barreleye, and Gipple, and they're all a lot tougher than in the tournament than they are in the plot. So I suggest leveling up a lot. I mean, you can probably start defeating them starting maybe level 50, 60 or 70. I mean, they're really tough, especially Nuge. He's really annoying. And in order to beat this tournament, you're gonna need high levels and just overall a good team of creatures. So right now I can't beat it just yet. I'm just gonna leave that for later, but we will need to come back and beat it for later. We also have an Aeon Cup, and I'm gonna come back and do this as well. So for now, the only thing we can do is move on to chapter 5. And here in chapter 3, just finish up all the other hotspots. In chapter 4, obviously you don't have to watch any of the Comsphere scenes again. just skip everything, and unless you really want to, of course. I'm not gonna stop you. If you want to do that, be my guest. But otherwise, you can just like skip all the useless stuff and head on right to chapter 5. And I am going to end off this episode right now, and the next time you see me, I will be in chapter 5. So thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Final Fantasy X-2 Extras. I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned.